Hello and welcome to Haywire Gamers here, it's Jonathan and we are going to go on to some hideout management now that we've finished the combat tutorials. Basically run through what we need to know in the various things to do with the hideout before we keep going with the campaign, which will be up hopefully the day after this last one comes up. I'm going to try to get through all of this in one go basically here. If there's a lot to it, we might split it into two though, but we shall see. Hopefully it'll be all done in one video and we can get on with the meat of the game. Warband management. Okay, in this screen you can hire warriors to bolster your warband. There are 4 types of warriors: leader, hero, and impressive. So your impressives are like the rat ogre and things like that. Or ogre, not ogre. And headsman. Your warband must always have 1 leader and 3 other warriors to take part in a mission. I cannot have more than 10 active warriors at a time. If you hire an impressive warrior, it will take the place of 2 heroes. Reduce the maximum number of active warriors to 9. Be mindful when hiring warriors, since henchmen can be hired into hero slots. Ooh, it's okay, so your hero slot can be taken up by a normal henchman, but you'll lose both your heroes if you have an impressive. You see, I wonder if it's... I think it would be almost better having 2 heroes than an impressive, just to have the extra dude on the pitch, as it were. I don't know, though. We shall see. Upkeep. After each battle, you must pay upkeep for each warrior that took part in the mission. That's okay, so it's not per day, it's actually for whoever takes part in the mission. Unemployed warriors will refuse to join a mission until they are paid. You can also wait to pay their upkeep if you are low on funds, but their fee will accrue interest each day. After 7 days of being unpaid, a warrior will take their equipment and leave the warband forever. While warriors remain unpaid, they cannot be customized, their equipment cannot be modified, and they cannot learn skills or spells. So basically you can't just like nick all their equipment and then not pay them. Okay. Pay treatment. When a warrior falls out of action and gains a permanent injury, it will also require a treatment. No. The cost must be paid by the warband management section in order to start recovery. Start the recovery process. An injured warrior has an increased chance to die every day the treatment is left unpaid. If a warrior dies this way, their equipment will be returned to the inventory. While warriors are recovering, they cannot be customized, blah blah blah. That's fine. Fire warriors. The tyrant fire warriors. Marvelous. Yes, I will take them, and their ranged weapons will, well, maybe not so effective in the main streets of Mordheim, but I'm sure they'll have some crude auxiliaries that can help us out. Oh, no wait, they're just meaning about sacking someone. Yes, I knew that all along. If you feel a warrior no longer has a place in your warband, you can fire him from the screen. So when he sucks, you can fire him. Great, that's fine. Warband reserve. Each warband has a reserve of warriors ready to... Oh, look at this evil chaos behind us. Ready but not in the active warband. These warriors can be helpful when some of your warriors are out of action for several days due to injury or the training of a new skill. Oh, so training is not just a matter of buying it, they need to actually train in it as well as buying it. As your warband increases in rank, more reserve and warband slots will become available. Excuse me for the yawning. Oh, it's been a long day. Unavailable warriors. Well, we know this from my own campaign where I've got injured dudes. Warriors become unavailable due to reasons being unpaid, recovering from an injury, or training for a new skill. Right. Oh, there's that dude with like big teeth in his tummy. Rather than the default rank 0 warriors available to you for hire, you will eventually unlock higher ranked and new types of warriors you can join your warband. These are called hard swords. While the default rank 0 warriors are always available for hire, the availability of higher ranked warriors will vary twice per week as the mercenaries come and go. Look at him. He looks like he belongs in Resident Evil 4. Was it a regenerator? He looks like a regenerator to me. I think regenerator's scarier though. Okay. Free hard swords. Several rewards will provide you with the opportunity to enlist a hard sword at no charge. Excellent. We like those opportunities. Free things are good. Unlike other hard swords, these will never be removed from the list of available warriors until you hire them. Oh, marvellous. That's good. Okay, well, that's cool. Warrior management. The one we need. Descriptions and injuries. Brilliant. So it gives us all our perks and not there. Can equip? Yeah, that's fine. It just tells us exactly what they can do, what range they have, what weapons they can carry, etc, etc. Dead on. An impressive ogre, level 10. He is rather impressive. And scary. Okay, a warrior's equipment can be changed by selecting a slot to the left. Right, well we've done this as well, where you can click on it and just change around what they have, and then you can like put in spare weapons and things. A list of items from your inventory can be displayed. Items fine blue, purple is masterwork. Quality can be enhanced. Blah, blah, blah. Right, that's fine. Dual wield, 2-handed. Look at that. There's a guy with a mace, a shield. There's a little dude. He's got his halberd, and there's the weeping blades. So, one-hand weapon only. Using a single-handed weapon will increase initiative by 10 and dodge chance by 10 due to the empty hand used for balance. One-hand weapon, a shield, using shield allows us to use a parry stance. Two-handed weapons. These weapons have higher damage, but every subsequent attack after the first will apply a tiring debuff to the warrior, increasing the OP cost of melee attacks by 1, and also reducing damage dealt by 20. Ooh, 20%. Well, that kind of sucks then for using actually a two-handed weapon, if you're going to constantly do that. Oh, bit sad. Dual wielding adds the damage of both weapons together. Like two-handed weapons, every subsequent craft will cause you more OP. Cost attacks skill by 1. However, dual wielding also reduces damage dealt by 30%. This damage reduction is applied after all other modifiers. Well, that's fair enough since you're like hitting them with two swords, so you're already doubling the damage, but then you minus, so it's like you're just having an offhand penalty, which is fair enough. Okay. Oh, so here we go. Here's the skills that you can give to people. This screen allows you to browse and train skills. I don't think I have any skills at the minute for a warrior. Skills already learned are displayed in the slot. Right, that's fine. So that's dead on. Training skills require skill points, gold, and several days training time. During my summer will be right. That's fine. So that's literally just buy and train on it for a couple of days, and then they can learn it and use the ability. Dead on. Spells. Oh, Sigmar's mic. Combat of Sigmar. Sigmar second wind. Look at them. They're beautiful. Similar to skills, the spell tab allows blah, 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 to learn. There are no passive spells, only active ones. That's fine. So it's literally just, it is just whenever you got a spellcaster, you can go in here and do the exact same thing. Dead on. Customized bio. I cannot read any of this. Marvelous. So you can go in here, rename your guys in the customized bio, and that's where I can rename people. So Derp Turd will be renamed in there. We might give him a chance. I might name him after somebody I know and give him a chance to not be Derp Turd. Stupid person, because I really was misusing him, so it's unfair for him to take the blame for my stupidity. Each body part of the warrior can be customized independently. Only if your sections apply, if you are armor, blah blah blah, that's fine. Alright, dead on. Trust trouble with customization and selecting models and things. Dead on. And customizing colours. Brilliant. Each body part of the warrior can be coloured independently. Marvellous. That's fine. Dead on, dead on, dead on. Attributes. Excellento. Base stats are the warriors. Our offense and strategy points covered in the combat tutorial. We know about that. Armor absorption. Okay. Directly reduces damage taken from physical, ranged, and melee combat. This doesn't impact spell damage. That's fine. So our armor absorption there would be 40%. So 40% of whatever damage you get is mitigated. Good. Damage calculated based on the weapons equipped. Critical hit chance. Okay, 8%, 10% critical hit. Weapon damage somewhere between 63 to 70. And you're basically nearly cutting it in half because you got a 40% thing dead on. And wounds is the amount of damage you can take. Excellent. That's all self-explanatory. Attributes. Warriors have 9 primary attributes split into 3 categories: physical, mental, and martial. Attributes can be selected in the warrior management screen. Right, okay. As we progress, they may gain either a physical, mental, or martial advancement. You can decide which ones to use these on. Excellent. So this is where my problem was. Derp Turd, as he was called, was our dude with the 2 fist weapons. He was actually had a higher ballistic skill than he did a weapon skill, so he should have had shurikens. But he came. I don't know what his accuracy was like. We'll have to check that out as well. He came equipped with 2 bladed weapons, which made me think he was a melee guy. So they never looked at that. Dead on. So mental, leadership, intelligence, alertness, strength, toughness, and agility. We'll see what those things actually affect. I'm assuming we will later on. Okay, movement 5. That's how much you can move each strategy point. Initiative 47. Dead on. Movement attributes determines how many meters can be moved per strategy point spent. It can only be modified through skill or enhancements. Right, enchantments. Right, Initiative determines order which the warrior will go. That's fine. We understand about that. Okay. Warriors have 2 stats that impact morale on combat. Now this is useful. So there's morale impact, and there's morale. So his morale is 37. I think impacts what happens if he dies. Gets knocked out of battle. Morale, the value is based entirely on the leadership attribute and is combined with all other warriors to form the warband's morale pool. Morale impact, the value is based on the warrior's type, leader, henchman, etc. It increases by 1 per warrior rank. When a warrior falls out of action in combat, the morale impact value is deducted from the warband's morale total. Brilliant. So that's what causes you right. Okay. Resistances. Marvellous. Melee, poison, crit. Excellent. I think I understand this. Some resistances are applied to prevent the enemy actions from succeeding against your warrior. These resistances are melee, range, and crit hit. for example. When an enemy performs a melee attack against you, your melee resist will be subtracted from their hit chance. Dead on. Fair enough. So, yeah, that's fine. If an enemy has a 95% chance of hitting you and a 30% melee chance or melee resistance, it means they only have 65% chance of hitting. Okay. Resistance is part 2. There's your dodge and your parry. Parry 84%. Dodge and parry can avoid a melee attack. Poison can be nullified. Magic can be nullified. Stun can be nullified. Warp stone can be nullified, and effects triggered when gathering it. Trap, all of them can be nullified. Brilliant. So that's fear. Trap, stun. There's all of them. 64% terror. Dead on. Warrior's rating. The warrior rating is based on several factors. Warrior types. Dead on. Henchman or whatnot. Okay. I'm saying dead on a lot here, but that's because it is dead on, right? That's fine. Understand that. Brilliant. Smugglers. Here we go to the smugglers. Baron for Lightdorfen, Sigmar's Haven, and Briggersburg. There will always be 3 options when you decide to sell your gathered warpstone. The primary faction is your main sponsor in Mordheim. In return, they demand regular shipments requests and will send you on unique missions. 2 secondary factions are also interested in buying the warpstone and will provide rewards and more you deal with them. Okay, so it's worth basically selling to everyone then, but obviously the top one, which is this is exactly like our guy, is one thing. Skiknicht, or whatever his name was. Warpstone and reputation. Selling warpstone to a faction will provide you with 2 rewards. Reputation with the faction, which will increase. Payment in gold crowns, which will be received several days later. Brillianto. Right. Warpstone requests. Your primary faction sponsors your expedition in Mordheim will allow you to keep everything you find. In exchange, they request constant warpstone shipments. The warpstone you send to cover this bit are paid at only 50% of their worth, the other 50% being held to cover extra fees. Dead on. So everything we send to them we don't get our full amount of money for, but we do get some money for, and obviously if there's an offer for send us this and get such and such, we're probably getting that as well. Right, these requests must be fulfilled within a specific time frame, and they do not provide a reputation word. Failing to deliver a request in time will cancel the current request and replace it with a larger shipment. Shit. You can still gain reputation with your primary by selling extra warpstone. Okay. Quantity required for the next shipment will be increased by 200%. Holy shit! So basically, we don't. It's bad if we don't make our payments. Payment for the next shipment will reduce by 75%. Failure has consequences. There is no choice left. The wounds are too debilitating, and Lawson is no longer capable of aiding our cause. I persuaded him to retire and take service on the Baron's estate. Shit. Shipment requests from your faction have particular importance. Right, dead on. So a failing for time will cause us just to no longer have a sponsor and the campaign's ended. We need to then not suck. Reputation rewards, okay. When you acquire enough reputation with a faction, your faction rank will rise and provide immediate rewards. Rank and their associated rewards can be seen on the right hand side of the screen. So dead on. That's all this. Oh Jesus, I'm saying dead on again. Suppose everyone's going to be dead by the time we finish this game. Faction rank effects. When a faction rank is gained, it impacts all factions in the following way. The faction gaining the rank will reduce the gold paid in warpstone by 10%, down to a minimum of 80% of its worth, due to high stock. However, the reputation required to reach the next rank is reduced by 10% as a token of gratitude. That's nice of them. Other factions will increase the gold paid for a warpstone by 20% of their worth due to higher demand. However, the reputation required to reach the next rank is increased by 5% to your dealings with a rival faction. That's fine. That doesn't sound too bad. Skirmish mode is great. We're going to blast through all of these, I think. Right, this is what I wanted to look up. Because when we went to the skirmish modes, I have a funny feeling we didn't do a proper one. I think we just did the exhibition game, which didn't actually get us any rewards for doing it. The skirmish screen lets you create or join custom matches against other players or AI-controlled opponents. This screen allows you to browse, join games. That's great. All good. In order to host a game, press the Create Game button. The game can either be public, played by anyone, friends only, or private. Or offline, you can play solo against an AI. The name and the game type must also be specified here before initializing the game lobby. These options cannot be changed. Okay, exhibition or conquest. I think we chose exhibition, not contest, but at least we learned some things. Exhibition, these games yield neither rewards nor consequences. Warriors cannot gain permanent injuries when falling out of action, but any warpstone or other items are not kept. Contest, just like regular missions, all rules apply here. Warriors who fall out of action during the fight may suffer from permanent injuries. Item gathered loss will be permanent, and you will receive rewards for completing objectives. super duper do. So we're going to be doing contest. Skirmish lobby. After joining or creating a game, you will find yourself in the lobby. Here, several game options can be changed. Opponent, play either against the CPU or another player. Backtracking, adjust the amount of movement points that can be backtracked. Turn timer, adjust the amount of time you can do. Map selection, time of day. Gameplay, add an extra layer based on the selected map. This is only available for unique maps. Deployment, decide where and how each warband will begin the match, and winning conditions, add extra objectives required to win the match. Spotty dog, get ready. Oh, look, there's our wee skaven there. Gonna fight the imperial scum of the empire. Flipping right-glanders. When you join the game, make sure you're ready to push. Right, that's dead on. That's just getting started. Don't need to worry about that. Oh my god, community, yes. So basically, you can also go onto the forum as well. Marvellous. The shop. The shop offers equipment for your warriors at a price. Inventory is limited, however, and the main source of new equipment remains to scavenge the ruins of Mordheim and to loot enemies defeated in battle. Lovely. The fighting clause. That's what the dude had, which made me think that he was meant to be a melee. The list on the right hand side of the screen displays items available for sale, along with the buying price and the number available. Selecting an item will display more information at the bottom of the screen. Dead on, and dead on yet again. Marvellous. Inventory, that's fine. Market events, special diagram. I wonder if merchants has brought a rare diagram. Brilliant, which would be this one here. Formula Fate. Not Fate Punto, it's not spelled F-A-I-T. Market rotation. Each market will bring a new market rotation. Items may be added or removed from the shop during rotation. If you really want an item, it could be priced to buy it before the next mark tag, as it may no longer be available soon. Finally, you can find a list of items that have arrived with the latest event. This item cannot be interacted with. Oh, rightio. Yeah, that's fine. Veteran system. I haven't got this far yet to see any of this stuff. I think I clicked into the screen a few times and went, none of this is relevant. Veteran system is a way to track your journey and achievements in City of Damned. These achievements are measured across all warbands you have played with your count, and progression in veteran ranks will never be lost. Okay, dead on. So this is your long-term progression and your unlocking achieves, basically, by the looks of it. On the right side, blah blah blah. Upon getting a veteran rank, you may also certain perks. So look at that, you can get perks for it as well. It's nice, and you can get skills and things. So it's not entirely useless. It's not entirely cosmetic either. Okay, every time you get a rank between 0 and 10, you will get a veteran skill point. These points can be spent in veteran skills. Veteran skill points are saved per warband. If you start a new warband, all of your points can be used to purchase a different set of skills. Excellent. Right, so this is what we're needing here, this important part. See what the campaign's up to. The token of this map of Mordheim represents possible mission locations, highlighting right Didions. Here we go. So this is where you basically pick where you want to go on a mission and look and see what it does. If you're not satisfied with the available missions, you can always hire scouts. Potential new missions, you're limited to 1 a day. And it costs us moolah to do. Next day. Only 1 mission can be undertaken per day. Once you've completed a mission, win or lose, you must select next day option from the main menu in your Hideout. Spotted dog. Daily report. Every day you'll get a daily report, a summary of events called a daily report. Okay, I'll tell you about this and that. Brilliant. Upcoming events. On the campaign menu, there's a list of events in the upcoming days. This also serves as a long-term reminder of important dates. Okay, so there we go. New hard sword, market rotation is happening on the 26th. And the current shipment quest is due then. Righty-o. Candle time. Unique missions. Yes, this is one where we've got to go. Is this one? Yes, this is the one we're actually going to be going on, I believe. The river rats, is it? Yeah, getting control of the quaysides. Except I don't think ours is river rats, because I think we are. We're going in to stop the dudes who are in it, is it? And we are the rats this time. I spend more time and venture around more time. Your action leader will sometimes have a special request for you. These unique missions will appear in the campaign map as a special token. There are no time restrictions for completing these missions, and only 1 will be requested at a time. That's good to know that that will last forever, so that means we can actually run our guys around a wee bit and get a bit better before we go and take that on. Marvellous. And with that we have finished the tutorials, and I understand the game a bit better. Definitely from these bits I understand the combat thing. This, I've sort of already worked it out at this stage, but this has sort of helped me a wee bit with the actual hideout management stuff, so it's good to have that all done. I say this video will go up as soon as I can get it up, and then we are going to go for the most amazing things and continue on with the campaign, because I do actually want to play the missions and see what happens with the story. I know there's only 4 missions into it, which I'm assuming is Act 1 only, but it's still going to be fun to see what happens. So guys, Thank you very much for watching. It's Jonathan here signing off, and I'll see you all again.